Hey, what's going on, my J-Hen travel crew? This your boy J-Hen, and I'm just starting a travel talk live session. And I'm just gonna wait a few moments to see who's all going to come in to join. I did tell a few people that I was going to be going live, so I'm gonna see if they are able to join in. I was trying to get all my equipment set up. I got my Blue Yeti out here. I'm trying to be official, y'all. I'm using my webcam. It looks like everything is going to work out on this evening tonight. So I'm just going to wait a few seconds. We're going to be talking about some updated travel news that's going on in the world. We'll be looking at some stuff that's dealing with cruises, Las Vegas, Chicago, Milwaukee, the EU, Spain, Puerto Rico, just to tell you guys a few things that we're going to be looking at and doing and talking about doing this live. Let me think. Norwegian Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. Let me look at my notes here. We'll be talking also about, Air Canada updates, Southwest Airline updates, and some Jamaica travel news that I want to tell you guys about as well. Okay, I see that Miss Cinnamon Spice is tuned in. How's it going, Miss Cinnamon Spice? So Miss Cinnamon Spice is tuned in out there. How you doing? So I was gonna try to go live yesterday, but due to a few technical difficulties, I said, okay, it got too late. And then with the playoffs going on, and trying to film around this time, it is a little bit difficult because I want to see the playoffs too. But I guess we'll go ahead and get into the live. I'll wait just a few more moments and we'll get into this travel news and get into this live. And I'm trying to, look over here and look at the camera, and I'll be looking over here because I have my notes on the right. I got the YouTube screen right here so I can see any comments or super chats that anybody wants to give to us here on tonight. All right, what's up? I believe it's Slayer Gaming. What's up, Slayer Gaming? I see you've been commenting on a lot of my videos and recent posts. I want to give a shout out to you. Thank you for coming through. Hopefully you guys can hear me. All right. So I guess I'll go ahead and get started. Won't keep you guys waiting. I see there's 2 people down in the chat area right now. So I just want to first off give a thank you to all of my subscribers. I want to give a thank you to everybody that participated in my last giveaway. I made 2,000 subscribers this month. I'm excited. Woo woo! J-Hen Travel's YouTube channel is moving on up. And I do want to give a shout out to 2 of the winners who won $100. It was their screen names are Twin. And Twin is in the building. What's up, Twin? And Jackie O. So those were my 2 winners of the $100. So I look forward to doing something like that again. I know during the pandemic times, every little bit can help out. So I was glad to be able to give away $100 to those 2 people, Twin and Jackie O. Jackie 01 were the actual winners. So the first thing I want to get into talking about, you guys, is the mask updates and social distancing starting to come to an end. I know I got people that are subscribed to my channel from all around the country of the United States and all around the world. But what do you guys think about with some of these mask mandates that are ending? And I'll be looking down for some of your comments. So I currently reside and live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and we've had some strict capacity stuff going on here, mask mandates, where the rest of the state, Wisconsin, has kind of relaxed on masks. But our mayor just announced last week, kind of out of nowhere, that as of June 1st, our mask mandate and health mandate will be ending. So it's like the capacities will be going back at restaurants, bars, things will be able to be open for their normal hours and things like that. So Milwaukee, Wisconsin is actually going to be opening up, as well as this past week, the Bucks are in the playoffs. So they actually started off with having more capacity down at the Pfizer Forum. They went from 18% to about 50% capacity this past weekend. So they're now at about 9,000 spectators can come into the arena and watch the playoff games here in Milwaukee. Yeah, Miss Cinnamon Spice says she thinks that it's still too early for some things to be opening up. Yeah, that's just a big thing that's going to be going on, and we're just going to have to see how stuff goes in these upcoming weeks, upcoming months. We know travel's on the rise. Here in Milwaukee, they gave the okay for like graduations. I guess funerals, church gatherings will be able to be at full capacity, all those types of things. Okay, looks like Trinidad and Tobago is in a state of emergency and only essentials are open. Wow. Okay, so see, some places in the world are still having stuff closed down. Okay, we got Miss Cinnamon Spices saying she's fully vaccinated, but she will still wear her mask. And I'm going to get to that a little bit too, you guys. I did have my second dose of the Moderna shot on this past Saturday. And I guess since I'm jumping around here, I'm going to do a video just to talk about that. But you guys, guess what? I didn't have any symptoms at all after getting that shot. The first shot I got, I was tired right after, even though I went shopping for a while that day. But I haven't had any symptoms, no fever, no chills, no headache, nothing at all. I felt fine for the most part, and hopefully that will be my testimony as we continue on. So yeah, it's kind of early for people to be gathering in these large crowds. And you know, if you're at the games, you're going to be yelling, you're going to be screaming, you're going to be trying to get food and drinks. So just something that we still have to think about, and think about your own health and safety of your family. Also the outside area where people are able to watch like the Bucks play on like some of the jumbo screens, and some of the restaurants, they also opened up this past weekend and allowed guests and visitors to gather outside the arena. I haven't been to Jamaica yet. Actually, I'm going to Jamaica June 5th through the 10th. Today I was trying to move my trip up to the 4th, so I might have to go and extend it to stay until the 11th. So I'll be in Jamaica next week, Saturday, and I'll be there 5 days or 6 days. So another thing is that I know some of my family, they were recently in Chicago, but Chicago, they did announce, or the Navy Pier announced, that they will be fully opening Memorial Day weekend. Just this past weekend, Navy Pier did like a soft opening, but they will be fully opening Memorial Day weekend for all of their indoor stuff and outdoor stuff. I think that you might have to wear a mask when you're on the inside, but Navy Pier in Chicago will be opening. And if you've been watching my channel, and I've been saying this a lot since last June, I've been to Vegas, I think like 8 or 9 times. I went a few months in a row. I know I went, when did I go? I went June, July, August, October, February, May, and I might have went one more time that I might be missing in there. But Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority announced that the Las Vegas, whoops, I'm skipping ahead. I can't even see my notes here. Clark County, Las Vegas will be lifting their social distancing requirements on June 1st, just like Milwaukee. So the lifts that they're going to be doing, you know, Las Vegas is inside of Clark County. So the lifts will lift like stuff involving restrictions as far as capacity limits, large gatherings, and more. Let me see. Mr. Dreams is saying, do you do traveling as a job? Yes, I am an actual travel agent, so I can book travel, excursion, tours, all that type of stuff. I do travel. Being a travel agent is just one of the hats I wear. Also, I'm an entrepreneur. I have photo booths, and then I'm also have another business, Next Chapter Living Center, which is a group home for teen boys. But travel is one of my businesses that I do. And that's kind of how I got started with my YouTube channel, because I wanted to show people like hotel rooms and cruise ships, because sometimes you may look online before you're going someplace and you might not be able to tell by the hotel's website what the hotel room really looks like or what the cruise really looks like. So yeah, so that's a big thing, you know, because being in Vegas, I was just there this month. It was about over 20 of us that went to surprise my mom and another relative's for his birthday as well. So, but Vegas, you know, they still had the mask. This time they had raised the capacities to up to 12 people could be seated together in a restaurant. But as of June 1st, if you're heading out to Las Vegas, you won't have to deal with those restrictions as you're trying to make reservations, as you're trying to go have breakfast, lunch, dinner with your friends, family, if you're in a large group. So we'll see how that goes out there in Las Vegas. Also, something else that's been in the news is that the buffets are coming back. I believe Caesar Palace just opened up their buffet on May 20th, and MGM is looking to open up their buffet on May 26th, which is actually on tomorrow. So the buffets are coming back, and that's another question, you guys. Do you guys feel that it's good to be going to buffets during this time? Do anybody look forward to going to buffets? Me, I used to be a real big buffet person, but now I'm kind of a picky eater. I don't eat pork. I don't eat beef. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat turkey. As of January of this year, I stopped eating turkey and chicken and just been eating fish and more plant-based. I don't know how I'm gonna go to Jamaica next week and not get no jerk chicken. So we'll see if I stick to it. But what do you guys think about the buffets coming back too? Because that's something that's a really big part of Las Vegas. Oh wow! So Game Slayer is saying, or Slayer Gaming is saying, a few people have died after taking the vaccine in his country, so people are scared to take it. And it's the same here. I got some relatives that are for it. I got some relatives that are contemplating getting the vaccine. A lot of people in the United States are still back and forth with getting the vaccine. Some of our free places to get the vaccine are starting to shut down because it's not as much of a need as it was at first. I think now they're going to be starting to approve soon, like children 12 and up to get the vaccine. But yeah, a lot of people, there's so much controversy around the vaccine. Yeah, someone else is saying, Mr. Dreams is saying he think that it will be eventually mandatory that people take the vaccine. And that's something that's just, you got to think about too, you know, to travel, is it going to be mandatory? To get in some venues, will they make that mandatory? And I guess the biggest thing right now is even now in Milwaukee, they're saying that some stores you can come in without a mask as long as you're fully vaccinated, but no one's asking people, are you vaccinated or not? And then that vaccination card is kind of big and it's hot. It's summertime now. So for men walking around, you can't fit that vaccination card in your wallet. Now, women, it might be easier for you guys because you're carrying your purses or your handbags and things like that. But for us guys, carrying around that ID, that vaccination card is going to be very, very hard. But we'll see. I don't know if the United States will be able to make it mandatory, but I know there are like some universities that are making it mandatory. Some colleges are making the vaccination mandatory. So let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Okay, so I said the buffets are coming back in Vegas. The strip clubs are coming back in Vegas. Large gatherings will be allowed in Las Vegas. Oh, that also means the clubs will be able to open. All the shows will be open. You know, there will be no capacity limits in Las Vegas. Also, something else is going to be happening on the 27th of May. I put Thursday here. I might have got that date wrong, but this week the monorail will be coming back to Las Vegas as well. You know, all the times I've been to Las Vegas, I've never rode the monorail, but the monorail, it does have 7 stations, and it's just the 7 stations are, they have a station at MGM, there's one at Grand Bally's, at Paris, Las Vegas, and then there's a stop kind of for Flamingo and Caesars. Then there's one for Harris/Lynx, kind of share one. And then they have the Las Vegas Convention Center, and then Westgate and Sahara Las Vegas. And the monorail, it'll be running from 7 a.m. to 12 a.m. on Mondays. And then Tuesday through Thursday, it'll be running 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. And then Friday through Sunday, it'll run 7 a.m. to 3 a.m. And single rides are about $5, and then they have like a 24-hour pass you can buy. And then they also sell passes up from like 2 days up into like, 7 days. So you can do a 3-day pass, 4-day pass, 5-day pass, 6-day pass. If you don't want to, walk up and down the strip from that end, you can use the monorail, but that's coming back. And one of the things too that Las Vegas is saying is that they have or the whole state of Nevada, they have a shortage of Uber and Lyft drivers right now. So that's kind of a big thing too, kind of a problem that's going to be happening as travel boosts more out there in Las Vegas, that people might have to rely more on the cabs or walking or the monorail, because they said that as of last year, before the pandemic started, the state of Nevada had about 36,000 Uber and Lyft drivers. Right now for the state, they only have about 13,000 active Uber and Lyft drivers. And that's for the whole state right now. Let's see. Miss Cinnamon Spice says that she thinks that she will pass on the buffets. Yeah, I'm not a big buffet person. Again, I guess I'm going to an all-inclusive in Jamaica, so I guess I'll find myself at some buffets there at the all-inclusive. I'm just trying to see if any other question. I'm very excited that you guys are actually here with me on this live. So let's see. So yeah, that's the Ubers and Lyfts. There's a shortage. So if you're traveling out to Las Vegas, make sure that you're planning for that. And again, before, with the capacities that Las Vegas had in place, I mean, it was just horrible wait times for trying to get food in a restaurant, even if it was just 2 people or 4 people. I've had some extremely long wait times from June, July. When I went in August, October, like the wait times were just ridiculous. Trying to go into places that you thought you'd be able just to walk in and eat right away, but they were trying to do things to keep everybody safe. So now moving on to cruises. Royal Caribbean has submitted their plan to the CDC to start running their test cruises finally from the United States. And they put in their plan that they want to do cruising from 2 ports here in the United States. One would be Port Canaveral, which is about 40 minutes from Orlando, Florida. And then the other port is Port Everglades, which is Fort Lauderdale, which is about 40, 50 minutes from Miami, depending on who's driving and things like that. So they're looking at that. They haven't given out word of what ports they will be traveling to if they do start the test cruises from those 2 ports. So that'll be interesting to see in the next coming weeks if they give out more information about that, or if the CDC actually approves their test runs to start going on. And then they did share a post on their social media and in their blog that they had about 400 of their employees getting vaccinated. So Royal Caribbean, they're trying to do their thing and their part with making sure that their staff are vaccinated before they get back out on the waters and start cruising in the US. I believe they have scheduled, like in July, the end of July, for some of their cruises to start out of Alaska. What do you guys think about cruises? Do you guys think you will go on a cruise this year, or would you do a cruise in 2022? Or do you think cruises might just need to be off the books until about, 2023 or 2024 and later? Because I know last year that was a big thing with cruises being stuck outside the coast of the United States, or being stuck outside the coast of other countries overseas. Yeah, Slayer Gaming says he thinks that everyone should avoid groups and make being vaccinated mandatory for cruises. Okay, and that's something I know for sure. Norwegian Cruise Line has announced that all of their passengers and crew will have to be vaccinated before they can cruise. And even getting into that, there's a whole uphill battle going on down in Florida, because Florida has passed a law, which I talked about in my last live, saying that they're making it a law to where businesses won't be able to ask people their immunization status. So Norwegian has threatened to pull the plug out of Miami and out of their Florida cruise ports. So again, I talked about that last week. So we'll have to see what happens and how that works out. Miss Cinnamon Spice, lifestyle. She says, I think I will wait another year and see how vaccines work or if COVID slows down, but maybe 2022, 2023. Yeah, it's just, you just never know, especially on the cruises. But I will say I'm a member of CLIA, which is Cruise Line International Association. And the cruise lines, I know people talk bad about cruises, but they're actually some of the healthiest and safest forms of travel as far as the cleanliness that they do on there. And I can just tell you about some of the luxury cruise lines like Celebrity and MSC. The last time I went on an MSC cruise was in 2019. And I mean, MSC, they're just constantly cleaning stuff down. This was before the pandemic. I mean, they have the people standing outside the buffet areas before you enter just with hand sanitizer. And this is all before COVID. So some cruise lines, they try to do their best to keep everything clean. But again, it's just kind of, I don't know about cruising yet all the way. Let me think. And then I just wanted to say that Norwegian is actually having a Memorial Day sale that's taking place. Is starting as of yesterday, and it's going until June 3rd. So here's what you can do with Norwegian. They have, it's called Cruise First certificates, and you can buy a Cruise First certificate for $250, and they'll give you an additional $250. So it's like you'll end up having a $500 Cruise First certificate. And you don't have to have a cruise booked at all. You don't have to book a cruise right away with it, but you can use the Cruise First certificate to like make a deposit, or if you already have a reservation, you can apply it to that reservation. And they haven't kind of said like what the cutoff date would be for the time you have to use that certificate for. Now, for me, that's kind of tempting. I want to go ahead and get one of those certificates. And there go, what, Earrings by Angela is in the building. Hey, Earrings by Angela. And just while she's saying that, because I'm going to a cruise conference the last week of July, and I had told Earrings by Angela, I was like, well, if you and my mom go, I said, maybe we could jump on a cruise. Look, well, I just told y'all all that stuff about cruises and how I don't think I'd be going on a cruise no time soon. But I might have to get one of these certificates just to double my money up. And even if I have to book a cruise like in 2022 or 2023, at least I'll get that extra $250. So let's see what Miss Cinnamon Spice is saying. Oh, that's the same thing. Oh, that's still what she said before. Y'all is doing it in the comments down there. I thank you guys for joining me here. Let's see. And what they'll do too with this Cruise First certificate, they'll give you like a latitude number. So if you're a past guest with Norwegian, they'll just apply it to your latitude number. And that's just like your, what can we call it? It's just like your number that you use for like your perks and things like that. And then if you purchase one, they'll just probably have to create a latitude number for you. Am I able to book for you guys? Yes, if you want to go on a cruise, I can book a cruise. If you want me to try to help you get one of these Cruise First certificates, I can do that. As well as I do a lot of group cruises and all that type of stuff. Weddings on cruises, anything you want to do with a cruise. All the cruise lines around the world. I really like cruising, and I actually can't wait to get back to cruising again. So that's just something to think about. But if you're thinking about jumping on that Memorial Day sale with Norwegian, you only have until June 3rd to try to purchase one of those certificates. Somebody's throwing up love. Oh, Earrings by Angela is throwing up love. Make sure you guys go check out Earrings by Angela's channel. She has some great stuff on her channel right now. She has some great affirmations, and they're not too long. So if you need some encouragement during these times, check out her affirmations. I mean, if you just need help, maybe in your mental state, sometimes we all need that encouragement. You just say some of those affirmations that she has on her channel, and I tell you, they'll just make you feel really good on the inside. And then Miss Cinnamon Spice Lifestyle, I believe that's a new channel, because Miss Cinnamon Spice also has Miss Cinnamon Spice channel as well, which you can check her out as well. And check out anybody in the comments down there that has a channel. Ain't nothing like supporting each other out here in the YouTube world. So moving on real quick to Puerto Rico. So I've had a lot of clients that were contacting me this spring about going to Puerto Rico, because at first Puerto Rico was one of the places that you didn't have to have a negative COVID test to travel there. But then Puerto Rico started to take some precautions because they started to see a lot of people from the U.S. mainline were starting to travel there. So Puerto Rico did just announce that vaccinated travelers will no longer have to take a COVID test to enter as of May 24th. I was supposed to do this live yesterday, so a lot of these dates were as of yesterday. So as of yesterday, if you're fully vaccinated, you won't have to take a COVID test to get into Puerto Rico. And they're also going to be lifting their curfew. Their capacities are going to be finally lifted from 30% to 50%. And they'll be allowing people to start drinking alcoholic beverages on the beach and in the pool area. So if you're going there, staying in a hotel, you'll be able to drink beverages. Look, I done got happy and sidetracked because out the corner of my eye, I see that Miss Earrings by Angela has given me my first super chat. Look at this, y'all. Shout out to Earrings by Angela. I don't even know what it feels like to get a super chat, but I got one from Earrings by Angela. Much love. I love you. She done threw that $5 in there. I will take it. So that's just something that's important to keep in mind too about Puerto Rico. And then they will, but I said that about they'll be allowing people to drink alcoholic beverages in the pools and at the beaches, as well as their coliseums will be opening back up to 30% capacity, and attendees must present a vaccination card. And the coliseums are kind of where they hold their big concerts at and things like that. So they're going to let 30% capacity come in there. And again, it's just a matter of, I don't know how they'll be enforcing the to know who's vaccinated or not. I know here in the United States or here in Milwaukee area, it just seems like everything is going to be like on an honor system. I went to Old Navy yesterday in a few stores, and you know, I'm fully vaccinated. I was hot as heck, yeah, but I kept my mask on. I was sweating like crazy just because I was hot. And some ladies, they walked in and they was like, we don't need this mask. And it's just like, you know, I just looked because I was by the door looking at some stuff. And they just went on shopping, but nobody was at the door. Nobody asked them nothing. So again, it's just, you know, do whatever precautions you have to do to keep yourself safe and to keep your family safe, because in the US of A, it just looks like it's going to be an honor system. Oh, Earrings by Angela says she loves me too. Oh, I deserve it. Thank you so much. Miss Cinnamon Spice says she knows someone who just left and there is still a curfew until 12. Yeah, they said as of yesterday they were supposed to start lifting some of the curfews. So here's some more big news, because we know Europe and the EU, they had a lot of problems with COVID early on last year. But Spain has announced that starting on June 7th, they're going to start to allow fully vaccinated people to start coming there, regardless of country of origin. You know, so they're saying if someone's fully vaccinated, they don't care what country they're coming from. Spain is opening their doors and welcoming them to come there. And then as of May 24th, they also are letting people from 10 non-EU countries deemed low risk will be able to enter without even showing a negative COVID test. Now, you know, there are some states or some countries that they said have done an excellent job with COVID. So I wrote down 4 of them. They said Britain, Australia, New Zealand, and Israel will all be allowed to come to Spain without a negative COVID test. And I guess though, because those are 4 out of the 10 countries that Spain has deemed that have been doing very well with COVID and have been having a lot of safety precautions in place. I know when I was looking up a list recently too yesterday, they said Canada is another one that has been taking a lot of safety precautions. And somebody tell me in the comments, what's the place where they say it's supposed to be one of the most stress-free places to live, or nicest places to live? Is it Scandinavia? It's one of those countries over there in Europe. Is it it starts with an S. I can't think of it right now. If somebody thinks of it, write it down in the comments. But I know they're supposed to be one of the countries too. Yeah, I said New Zealand. And then one thing for Spain is that Britain is their biggest source of tourism. So we know that's hurt them a lot because people from Britain haven't been able to come to visit them in the past year. They've only been allowed to go to Spain up until now for essential travel. So if you were traveling there for business. But now, like I said, Spain is going to be opening up to fully vaccinated visitors, as well as people from those 10 countries that are deemed low risk will be allowed to come in without vaccinations at all. And then also Spain is going to be participating in the in this digital vaccination card that they're going to be developing over there. You know, I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, but the EU is actually, they actually developed like a digital COVID-19 health certificate. So Spain is going to be one of the EU countries that'll be participating in that. Again, the United States, we don't have any of that type of stuff going on right now. It's just the honor system. I believe that our travel bans or travel restrictions are still in place until June 26th, which means that if you're entering in the country, you do have to have a negative COVID test within 72 hours of entering, as well as if you leave the country as a citizen of the United States, in order to return back to the country, you have to have a negative COVID test within 72 hours of travel back to the United States. Just the last few things here, you guys. So Air Canada will be resuming their flights to the Caribbean soon. So again, the Caribbean is going to be packed. Like we know the West Coast is going to get packed here in the States. Spain, places over there are going to start to see a lot of visitors. But Air Canada is going to start their flights to the Caribbean starting June 26th. They'll be going from Toronto and Montreal. They'll be having flights going to the Caribbean at least 4 times a week. And then June 26th, they'll start their flights to the Dominican Republic. July 1st, Air Canada is going to start their flights to Jamaica. And July 3rd, they'll be starting their flights to Bermuda. And it's someplace else they're going to be going down in the Caribbean. I think I deleted that by accident, but you know, so that means Canada is going to start traveling. I think it's Sweden. Earrings by Angela. I think you're probably right. You're probably right. It probably is Sweden. Is the place where they say it's like one of the best stress-free places to live and best health places to live and things like that. And Miss Cinnamon says she knew someone that left Puerto Rico and they said there was still a curfew until 12. So yeah, I wonder if this really ended or not as of the 4th of May. And then Southwest Airlines, you know, Southwest, I talked about it last week on the live, that they're have started expanding their flights to go to Destin, Florida. That's one of my top viewed videos that I have here on YouTube. It's over 60,000 views for my videos for Destin. But they just started their flights this month to Destin. But Southwest also is just starting their flights to Hawaii from Las Vegas, Phoenix, and Los Angeles. And I actually got a friend that was out in Hawaii, and I was wondering if they jumped on one of those flights from Vegas to Hawaii recently. But yeah, I'm thinking you're right, Earrings by Angela. I'll have to come back on and maybe do a community post to say if Earrings by Angela was right. And so I did give you guys my update on my COVID vaccination. So I got the COVID, the second Moderna shot on this past Saturday. I was fine. I think I felt like a little burning in my arm just for not long after I got it done. But Sunday, I did feel pain, you know, when I was raising my arm up. Actually, I can raise my arm all the way up. I think Saturday it started to get like a slight pain, but Sunday the pain was a little bit more, I had more pain, but like now I have no pain in my arm. I actually did some push-ups this morning. I was like, okay, I'm doing my push-ups. I'm going to start back my push-ups, and I have no pain today because it was hurting kind of to go this far. But again, it wasn't unbearable pain. So I'm just blessed in that sense that I haven't had any bad side effects or anything like that. So Jamaica. So you guys, like I said, I'm going to Jamaica next week. I'll be at the Riu Reggae, the Riu Palace, and then I might visit a few more places, resorts while I'm down in Jamaica. I'll be looking to have some fun. I'm also going to be experiencing Club Mobay. If you're not familiar with Club Mobay, it's just like a almost like a VIP section of the airport that they have there. It's like when you purchase tickets to go to Club Mobay, it's like you get kind of fast tracked through immigrations, and they have food, beverages, places for you to take showers, places for you to use your computers. places just for you to chill out so that maybe you don't have to be out in the normal waiting areas and things like that. So you can purchase tickets to Club Mobay for arrivals and departures. So I'm going to be trying out Club Mobay. So you guys look for that video and my experience traveling to Jamaica. But one thing about Jamaica, I do have to actually take a COVID test next week. So 72 hours before I go to Jamaica, I got to do a COVID test. And Mama Tracy will be traveling with me. So it'll be me and Mama Tracy going to Jamaica. Oh, Miss Cinnamon Spice says she was very sick with the vaccine. And she says the second shot was worse. And Miss Cinnamon Spice is throwing up party time. Yes, for sure it is party time. Okay. Earrings by Angela. She said that she had no problem. She got the Pfizer. She did take her Tylenol before the arm pain kicked in. And actually when did I get the first shot? Was it this month? Whenever I got that first shot, Earrings by Angela did give me some, I think it was Tylenol. And I didn't use it for the first shot because I didn't really have any side effects. So I did take some pain medicine on Saturday after I got home after the shot. And then Sunday I took some two of the Tylenol pills too, just to kind of help with the pain. All right, Slayer Gaming saying to be safe in Jamaica. And that's what I plan to do. We plan to be safe while we're there. We'll still have our mask on when we need to have them on. Like I say, I don't like buffets, but I know that's probably going to be our option for eating food and things like that. Oh, somebody's Earrings by Angela saying April 24th. Yep, that's when I got my shot. We actually got, I think, both of our shots the same day at 2 separate locations here in town. So you guys, I think that's all that I have right now. This has really made, you guys really made this fun and nice for me to do this live. So I do plan on going live more often, and I hope everybody has a good night. I don't know if any of you guys are watching the playoffs out there, but I thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for chatting with me, and I'll probably go live maybe on Sunday or Monday of next week. We'll see. So thank you guys. I appreciate your love. I appreciate your support. Shout out to Twin. Shout out to Jackie01. Shout out to everybody that's joined me here in the in this live, as well as yeah, everybody that's joined me here in this live. Mr. Dreams. I'm trying to see who's from somebody told me to visit someplace. I just want to scroll real quick. Oh, Slayer Gaming has told me to visit Trinidad and Tobago. So I really want to visit there. Hopefully when this is all over, I'll get to go there. I've hit up most of the Caribbean islands and places down there, but that is a place that's on my bucket list that I would like to go to. So let me stop talking, y'all, because I can keep talking and going on and on and on. Thanks you guys for chiming in. And I'll be looking to see if Earrings by Angela had that answer right. Until next time, this is your boy J-Hen. Peace.